Assalamu alaikum. This is Abdul Mohammed from Akis Foundation School and College. You all are welcome to my video lecture. In my previous lecture, we discussed about risk and then we have calculated the risk of a project. Today we'll explain a creative question, then we'll solve it properly. You can see a creative question here. I am reading the question at first. Akis company wants to invest money in one project from two projects. The rate of return for 5 years of two projects are given below. Here the year is given and rate of return project R and rate of return project S. There are two projects here and the rate of return of two projects for 5 years are given here. In 2015 it was 20% of project R and 18% of project S. Like this way, from 2015 to 2019 the rate of return of two projects R and S are given, and from this information we have to calculate the risk of these two projects, that is R and S. Okay, in my previous lecture we already talked about what is risk. Okay, so you already learned it. Then explain the relationship between risk and profit. Already we have shown a figure and then we have shown the relationship between risk and profit, so you can follow the previous lecture. Now today we'll solve question C and question D. At first we have to calculate the risk of project R. So the information of project R is given here. The rate of return for 5 years is given. Okay, from the given information of project R we will calculate the risk of project R at first, because in question number C we have to calculate the risk of project R. Okay, if you want to calculate the risk of a project, at first you have to know the formula of standard deviation. So I am writing here the formula of standard deviation. So standard deviation equals to root over return rate summation of return rate minus average rate minus average rate whole square divided by n minus 1. Now return rate is given here. At first we have to calculate the average rate. I am showing how to calculate the average rate, although in our previous lecture we have shown how to calculate the average rate of a project. So here average rate equals to total rate divided by n. Here the n is the number of year. There are 5 years here because 1 2 3 4 and 5, and if you want to calculate the total return, then you have to add all this value, that is 20%, 50, 25% minus 4%, because in this year it incurred loss, then 15% and 9%. Okay, at first it is 20%, 20 plus 25, then minus 4, then plus 15 plus 9. 20, 25 minus 4, 15 and 9, and the number of years is here. There are 5 years. So what is the total? 20 plus 25 equals to 45, minus 4 equals to 41, plus 15 equals to 56, plus 9 equals to 65. Okay, 65 divided by 5 equals to 13. Our average rate of return is here 13%. Now we have to calculate the return rate minus average rate whole square. That is the summation of return rate minus average rate whole square. So if you want to calculate the return rate minus average rate whole square, we have to make a table, and there should be some column and rows. I am showing it in this copy. Already we have made a table here. There are 4 columns, 1 2 3 and 4, and 6 rows, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, in our first column I have written the year here. There are 5 years, 1 2 3 4 and 5, and rate of return of project R, it is given here 20%, 25%, minus 4%, 15% and 9%. Then return rate minus average rate. Okay, our return rate here 20 and average rate minus average rate is here 13. So 20 minus 13 equals to 7. Then our return rate is 25, so 25 minus 13 equals to 12. Then minus 4 minus 13 equals to minus 4 minus 13 equals to minus 17. Then 15 minus 13 equals to 2. Then 9 minus 13 equals to minus 4. Okay, now we have to calculate return rate minus average rate whole square. So 7 square, already we have got here return rate minus average rate. Now if you square it, then you will get return rate minus average rate whole square. So 7 square equals to 49. Then 12 square equals to 144. 7 minus 17 square, if you square any minus figure, then it will be plus. Then minus 17 square equals to 289. Then 2 square equals to 4, and minus 4 square equals to 16. Now we have to make the summation, that is, you have to add all this value. So the total is here 49 plus 144 plus 289 plus 4 plus 16, total is 502. You can use the calculator. Now if you place this value in the formula, then you will get the risk of project R, that is standard deviation equals to so the standard deviation equals to summation of root over summation of return rate minus average rate, return rate minus average rate whole square divided by n minus 1. So we already got the return rate minus average rate whole square. The summation of it is 502 divided by n is here 5, and for formula the 1 is given here. So it's root over 502 divided by 4. 5 minus 4 equals to 5 minus 1 equals to, okay, if you divide 502 by 4, then it will be 125.5. then if you make the square root of 125.5, then it will be 11.20%. We already solved question number C, that is risk of project R. Now we have to calculate the risk of project S like the same way, and after calculating, then we'll decide in which project the risk is less, or in which project it has less risk. Then we'll select that project for investment. Now I will calculate the risk of project A. Okay, dear students, like the same way we have calculated the risk of project S, that is average return is here 15%. then I have made the same table like question number C, or like project R. Here the summation of return rate minus average rate whole square is 458. You can see here it. So then we place this value in this formula, that is standard deviation equals to summation of return rate minus average rate whole square divided by n minus 1. The total should be under a square root. Then our risk rate here is 10.7%. now easily we can compare these two projects. The risk of project R is here 11.2%, and risk of project S is here 10.7%. so now we can make a decision here. So decision, since there is less risk in project S, that is 10.7%, since there is less risk in project S, that is 10.7%, than project R, that is 11.20%. easily we can say here the 10.7% is less than 11.2%. in project R the risk rate is 11.2%, and in project S the risk is here 10.7%. so 10.7% is lower than 11.2%. so we can easily understand that Aki's company should invest its money in project S. So Aki's company should invest its money in project S because in project S it has less risk than project R. So dear students, in this creative quotient we compared these two projects, and then we have calculated the risk of two projects, that is project R and project S, and already we have made a comparison here. From these two projects, one project has less risk and another project has more risk, so more risk should be avoided and less risk should be selected. So Akis company can invest its money, or Akis company should invest its money in project S because it has less risk. So this is all for today. So inshallah you will try your level best to solve this type of question, and if you have any confusion, then inshallah we'll try to solve it later. So this is all for today. Assalamu alaikum.